Hey everyone, good afternoon, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to my favorite day of the week. Okay, a fresh start on a Sunday. And so welcome back to your mat. Hope you've been enjoying the practices as we've gotten started here in the new year. It's quite interesting, right? When we repeat the cycle of the year, we start over again. And so it's a great gift, it's a great lesson. It's an opportunity, I think, in all of our minds to get more comfortable with starting over again. And so it's kind of what we're all building. Say that you've been interrupted in what you do during the pandemic. You haven't been able to do what you do, or in this case, like say you use the yoga studio as an example, you can't have yoga classes at the studio. And so we've done this and throughout our lives, or we've done whatever we do, and then we're basically just trying to get to that starting line again, and so we can start over. But you still have all of the experiences that you've had up to this point, and so there you can and kind of unravel the messiness of anything that you're feeling, build in the foundation, the confidence, the security in many ways, having done everything that you've done to get back to the beginning, which will not look the same, but will probably enrich you and guide you in ways that you never could have seen coming. So there's a little, flip and flop, perspective game. We're always looking at the positive or the bright light through even some of the more challenging, and we are having some challenging times, I know, around the world, and of course here locally in Los Angeles. It's been pretty intense here for a little while now. So thank goodness for yoga, and thank goodness for breathing, and thank goodness for you all being here. So it's 12 o'clock on the dot here on the West Coast. Let's go ahead and lie down onto your back. We'll start the practice today in Shavasana, and we'll do an hour flow today. And if you've been hitting every single class, or if part of you has wanted to hit more classes this year, that's invitation, and yet it requires you to show up. So you've made it. If the video's on, you've made it. And stay with it. As you've seen throughout many of the practices, there could be distractions A through Z that come up, and I always encourage you to make those a part of your practice, a part of the experience, because it is part of the flow. And so we're not trying to eliminate people, places, or things. And while we're connecting to our breath and our practice, and just like yesterday when I was practicing outside, I said it's so nice to leave yourself vulnerable into the elements, the sounds. I had some people come by, interact. I had some people walk by, unloading their cars. I had some people parking. That's all part of the flow, and takes nothing, only adds into, if you're open to it, the energy of your practice as you bring in your focus to your breath. And keep your legs straight. Take your arms over your head. Please give yourself a nice big stretch. Feeling good. Feel the tightness in your shoulders, right? This is a voluntary tightness. We're flexing into the shoulders. And then draw your belly in. Use your core. Bring your knees into your chest. Hands onto your shins. We'll keep the head down. And use the strength of your biceps and your arms to pull your thighs in a little closer. You bring your bottom lip to seal into your top lip and through your nose here. Keep your lips sealed. Exhale, comes out through your nose. Cross your right ankle on top of your left ankle, and then squeeze the ankles together. Place the hands on the front of your thighs. And so we're giving ourselves a little activation through the legs. Now pull those legs into your hands. Push your hands into your thighs. Wrap your elbows into your sides. And so our ankles crossed, and we got to squeeze. Breathe for 3, 2, and then switch the ankles. Left ankle on top. And squeeze the ankles. Notice how the right thigh became more firm, and your left thigh became a little bit more relaxed. And yet still active. Press the hands into the thighs, thighs into the hands. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet back to the mat. Good job. Reach your arms over your head. And then exhale, roll onto your right side. And use your left hand, make your way around tabletop, all fours. And hands and knees. Separate your fingertips from the pinky fingers to your thumbs, both sides. And firm your hands down into the ground. So I start in the fingertips and then press down. You through the heels of the hands, activating through the arms. And if you're all bendy and mobile in those joints in your elbows, make sure you're not locking and turning the elbows in so far that you get this inward angle through your arm. You want to keep the elbows and pretty much line behind your wrists. In the inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, cow pose. On the exhale, tuck the chin round through the spine, cat pose. And inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, cow. And exhale, tuck the chin round the spine in cat. And do 3 more like that. Okay, and I know that a lot of small businesses are struggling these days, but we have one across the street, and it's called Pink's Hot Dogs. And I don't eat hot dogs, I'm vegan, but you smell those hot dogs. And unfortunately, with the rise in cases, the hot dog stand has decided to close, and starting tomorrow. And so the one thing I will not miss is the smell of hot dogs during hot yoga. Come into a flat back, and during the practice, curl your toes, and exhale, lift your knees, hips up, and downward facing dog. And it's always been a quite interesting and kind of duality between in the yoga studio, the hot yoga studio, and the hot dog stand across the street, yet they've been here for 81 years, and they're really, really nice people, family owned. Firm into your legs, lift through your inner thighs, and take 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. On your next exhale, go ahead and walk your feet forward. Come to the top of the mat, big toes together. Slight bend to your knees. Interlace the fingers behind your head and elbows around your ears. Right, so a little context and further into my story about the hot dog stand. 81 years, I believe, and we've been here for 3 as the yoga studio. So we're just a baby. Living, breathing, developing, growing, right? And I say really all of us, even if you've been practicing for 20 years in your life, we are just in the infancy of how our practice can support us and what we're developing, what we're learning and understanding about the practice as part of our existence. And so you should feel really good if this is your first yoga class ever, or if you've done thousands of yoga classes with us, or other places and now with us, or other places and other places and with us. And release your hands down to the ground. Inhale to lift halfway through the torso, and then exhale, fold yourself back down. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms up, straighten your legs. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart center and humble your chin. Inhale, circle the arms up, draw the belly in. Exhale, dive, forward fold, bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, lift halfway. If you need to modify, bend the knees. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank. And again, if you need to modify, listen to your body. On your inhale, shift the weight into the hands. Strong legs, exhale, lower halfway down. That's chaturanga, tops of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. And keep your legs strong. And exhale, and let them bring you back into your downward facing dog. And connect breath in through your nose, out through your nose. It's easy as it sounds and can be quite a complex practice. And when you get into all the things, remember everything is part of the flow. And draw that through your breath. Feel that in your body, big toes together. On your exhale, take 2 steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway through the torso. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart and draw your belly in. Inhale, arms come up, look up. Exhale, hinge of the waist, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back. And elbows straight back, bend the arms, chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, find your rhythm in your breath, downward facing dog. Okay, so the cue is on you. Okay, the cue, the verbal instruction, how we're communicating right now over these airwaves and connecting sound to your ears. And then from your ears to your breath, and then from your breath to your body, and from your body then to your mind. Into a state that is different than what we were doing before. Lift your heels up, and exhale, take 2 steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, draw the flow. Exhale, dive, breath to body, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Plant the hands, 2 big steps back. Bend the arms, and chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. And strong legs, exhale, downward facing dog. And sometimes it's better to say less and breathe more. Heck, I'd say most of the time it's better to say less and to breathe more. Stop talking so much. Trust me, I take my own advice. These things are timely always in presence of the practice, and we get exactly what we need to receive. And perhaps we stop talking so much. Big toes together. Heels up. Exhale, 2 steps to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms up, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Strong legs firm into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. And cactus the arms, belly in, open the chest, lift the chin. Inhale, arms up, look forward. Let's do it again. Cactus the arms, open the chest, lift the chin. I can feel the belly. Inhale, reach up, look forward. And exhale, cactus the arms. The belly is flexed as you look up. Stay for your inhale and stay for your exhale. And together, inhale, reach up, look forward. And exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the ground. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant stepper, shoot the legs back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 1 breath, tailbone high. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Inhale, step back to your down dog. Exhale, left knee into your nose. Inhale, step back into your dog. And now exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Lower your back knee down. Untuck your back toes. Reach your right arm up as your left hand and continues to ground. And draw your right wrist back. Twist the pinky finger forward. And then feel the space in from the right side of your neck into the top of your shoulder. And feel it as you ring out and through your rib cage and through your belly and the twist. Take an inhale. And exhale, gaze and right hand down. Let's plant inside your right foot. Tuck your back toes. Pivot the heel down. Walk the hands back. Sit the hips into your left heel. Right toes can float up. Hands can stay down, but come up onto your fingertips and so that you can elongate and lift your heart center. And shoulders down the back. Feel the sensation in your left foot and take a breath in. And stay belly strong as you breathe out. Okay, walk the hands back to the top of the mat. Pivot your back heel high and step back into a high plank. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Elbows in as you up dog, straighten the arms. And as you down dog, exhale, lift and lengthen through your tail. Take a breath in through your nose. And lips sealed, exhale through the nose. Right, in your down dog, breathe in. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Nice and light. Step back, inhale, down dog. Exhale, right knee to your nose. And step back, down dog. And exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Soften your right knee down. Untuck your back toes, right hand stays, twist, reach your left arm up. And so what we're drawing as the energy of the practice into the body is this intensity of relating and connecting every movement and from our breath. And so the more you want to move, the stronger you want to feel, right? The lighter you want to lift, make sure you're coming at it from your breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, gaze and left hand down. Let's set inside your front foot. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, pivot the heel down, walk the hands back, and come into your side lunge. And so left leg is long from the inner thigh to the heel. And it's okay if the right heel is lifting. This is more of a bone structure versus flexibility, right? And the ankle to the shin. So if the heel is lifted, yet stay up on your fingertips and lift through your heart center. And you notice you're starting to get these feelings and waves in your chest. And if you've been holding on to it and the stress in your shoulders and your back, hey, let's let it pass through. Push off your right foot, walk the hands to the top. Pivot your back heel high, step back nice and light, flow chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, straight arms, up dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And big toes together, inhale, lift your heel. Exhale, take 2 steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, pull your heart out in front. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, heart out. And exhale, 2 steps back, bend the arms, chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, upward facing dog. And exhale, step back into your down dog. And tailbone high, inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, curl your heel into your bum. Inhale, kick your right leg back straight. And then exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Let's rise. Reach your arms up, breathe in. And exhale, bend your front leg and sit a little deeper in your crescent warrior. And strengthen your low back. And on the exhale, pivot your back heel down, warrior 2. Slide, reach your right hand forward. And now reverse, reach your right arm up, left fingertips down your left leg, and turn your right pinky finger in. And feel the stretch in your right side body to your oblique. On your exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot on your back toes, bend the left knee, step your left foot to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, deep breath, reach up. And exhale, dive, hands to the ground, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen. Plant the hand, step or shoot back, chaturanga. Elbows in, straighten your arms up, dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Tailbone high, inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, curl your left heel into your bum. Inhale, straighten your left leg back out. And exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Rise and reach, arms come up. And feet into your lunge as you neutralize your pelvis, meaning level your hips. And then tailbone down, pick the back of your heart up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, pivot your back heel down. Slide, reach forward. And then reverse your warrior. Come at it from a different angle. You guys know we're always exploring in the unique angle, the perspective of the breath, and the energy in the body as we exist right here, right now. Pinky finger in. And stay for your breath. And exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. Plant pivot on your back toes. Step your right foot to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms up, press the mat away. And exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step or light hop, chaturanga. Inhale, straighten the arms and up dog. And drag the tops of the feet, lift your bum, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in your dog. Gaze to your hands, lift your heels, and step to Malasana. Feet outside your hands, heels in, toes out, squat. Malasana means squat. Hands to your heart, elbows to your inner thighs. And let your bum go down as low as it'll go when you meet the bone compression as I am right now in the hips, and draw through the back of your heart. And slide. Feel the back of your belly push forward as your shoulder blades wrap into your spine. Free through the neck, soften your jaw. Nice, getting down into the hips. Take an inhale, and then hands to the mat. Lift your bum, feet, you come back together. Inhale, big toes touch, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Put all the weight into your right foot. Inhale, lift your left knee in front. Figure 4, ankle to your thigh. Hands stay in front, sit back and down. Inhale, rise up, lift your left knee. And kick straight back, palms in front of your heart, toppling tree. Nice. Inhale, bring your left knee through, lift it up in front of you, arms high. Exhale, foot down, hands to your heart center. Beauty. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive forward, fold hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant step, light hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, straight arms. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down. Windmill your left arm up. Come into your warrior 2. And let your exhale set you into the foundation of your lunge. And feel the tailbone down. Keep your belly drawn in as you straighten your front leg. And reach your right arm straight up. Left fingertips down your left leg. An exalted triangle. And feel your right body expand. And we'll take it into a side plank. Windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot around to the outer edge of your left foot. Step your right leg back on top. And then meet your midline as your right arm in free high to the sky. High five. Boom. Nice. Building it, working it, flow. Gaze and right hand down. Elbows in. Bend the arms. Chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Don't wait, down dog. Big toes together. Heels up. And exhale, walk or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand and reach. Exhale, hands to your heart center. You got it. Weight into your left foot. Lift your right knee. Figure 4, right ankle to your left thigh. And sit down, sit back. And feel your standing leg. Good work. Inhale, rise, lift your right knee up in front. And then kick your right leg back, toppling tree. Inhale your right knee through, lift it up in front of you. And exhale, step your right foot down, reach your arms up. And bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Good pace today. Inhale, lift halfway. And plant step, jump back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, straight arms, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And take a breath in through your nose. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands, pivot your back heel down. Windmill your right arm up and come into warrior 2. And let your warrior 2 land, gaze out over your front hand. And if it's one breath, if it's slowing down this exhale right now, and feel the track. Lengthen your spine, ribs stay in, straighten your front leg, reverse your triangle, left arm up, right fingertips down. It can be this nice friendly exchange energetically when you're taking a guided class of like, what you got? Right? Give it to me as you breathe into it and you make it all your own. Windmill your hands to the mat. Pivot around, outer edge of your right foot. Step back, side plank, left arm up. And so it's quite thrilling in the transitions as you connect your breath. Right? And you're moving not exactly on the pace. Obviously, I'm saying it and I'm doing it. Right? You've got to hear it and then translate it and put it into action. And from your breath, gaze and left hand down, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, straight arms. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Don't wait again. Lift your heels up and bend your knees. Firm your hands, armpits into your chest. And exhale, float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bow, forward fold. Bend your legs, reach your arms up. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Set into your chair if you're a little higher. That's okay. Listen to your low back. Keep your left arm where it is. Exhale, sweep your right arm back behind you. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, left arm back behind you. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, right arm back. Let's go. Right arm forward and left arm back. One more round. Left arm forward and right arm back. We'll take care, right arm forward, and then left arm back. Both arms forward, stand up, interlace the fingers. Humble the chin, bend your elbows, get a tight squeeze. And turn your ribs in, and then straighten your arms up. Side bend to the right. Feel the exhale set and draw the belly button into the spine. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. You should feel so connected to your midline. Press into your palms, lift your heels up. Bend your legs, knees in front of your hips. Keep breathing, okay, from the legs to the arms. Spread the knees, hands to the mat, knees to armpits. Rock the weight into the hands, crow pose. Pull the heels into the bum, look forward, shoot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, land in your downward facing dog. And that comes in from a true, didn't know what was happening, but felt it in connection to the midline of your body. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow or above. You might be getting higher. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, right foot back, step into a lunge, bend your front leg. Keep your hands on the ground. And draw from your right inner thigh. Slide your gaze forward, reach your arms forward. If that's too much, keep your hands on the ground or bring your arms by your sides. All about the breath. Hands to your heart, little lift to your chin. Right, you're going to pull this from the base of your pelvis and then stand to the top of your mat. Weight into your right foot, left knee lifts, and wrap your left leg over your right leg. As you set your legs, feel your base, reach your arms up. And then eagle wrap, left arm under your right arm, Garudasana. And feel the shoulder blades spread on the back. Press the mat away. Inhale, lift your left knee in front. Step your left foot down. Release your arms by your sides. To inhale, reach up. And exhale, swan dive and fold. Arms are getting longer now. Take an inhale. Plant the hand. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, bless you, downward facing dog. And breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your nose. Right foot down, inhale, lift your left leg up, and we're floating left knee above your left elbow. Inhale, kick back, and left knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back to a lunge. Bend your right leg, keep your hands on the ground. And feel this midline connected, draw. Front heel down, float your arms forward. And you're active from your belly in through the muscles along your spine, the erector spinae muscles. Stay with your firm foundation. You will feel that rebound of space into your body and your mind. You'll be pleased. Hands to your heart, lift your chin, breathe in. And exhale, step and stand top of the mat. Left foot down, right knee lifts. Feels good. Wrap your right leg over your left thigh. And sit down, set your base. Reach your arms up, no rush. Right arm under your left arm. Eagle arms. To make the arms longer, that feeling comes from the release of the tension in the shoulders and the neck and the jaw. Right, connected to your belly, stand up, lift your right knee, and step down, arms by your sides to flow. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hand, step or float back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, straight arms. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And such a good practice, feeling and completing your breath in downward facing dog. Not the time to take off. And just like any other forward fold, you breathe into it, you're going to make incredible progress and through your process and your transitions. And stay together, breathe in, and together breathe out. And big toes touch, lift your heels. Exhale, walk, hop, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, fold, separate the feet hip width apart. And bend your knees, get your ribs to touch your thighs. And so I've closed that gap. The ribs are on the thighs. Hey, right arm behind your right knee and grab onto your left shin. Left arm behind your left knee and fingers around your right shin. Dump the head and press into the feet. And draw breath into our back body. Let's get deeper and deeper into the relationship, the chest, the pec, in your chest, your trap, your neck, and your deltoids, and your shoulders. If the legs are straight, bend the knees. Bring the hands back around in front. Plant to step back. That should feel good. Straight legs. Might want to turn your middle fingers out ever so slightly. Big toes together. Two legs drawn in, connect. One. Our elbows go straight back. Now hover the chest 1 inch off the mat. The hips are off the ground. The knees are off the ground. Take an inhale. Belly in. Exhale, push up. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your arms, elbows straight back. Hover the chest. It's not touching the ground. Kick through your heels. Learn to use your legs in plank. Connect to your belly. Exhale, press up. Hey, it's more than your arms, I promise. Breathe in. One more. Elbows back. Hover the chest 1 inch. Stay with me. Belly draws in. As you exhale, press up. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Feel the deep breath in your down dog. Press the hands down. Feel the chest take a deeper dive. As lightly as you can, step your right foot in between your hands. Soften your back knee down. Untuck your back toes. And with your hands on the ground, set a wider base. So heel toe your right foot out. And let your hips, feel your pelvis slide into a groove. And then on the inhale, reach your arms up over your head, shoulders down, humble your chin. And feel your arms elongating in connection to your side bodies now. Shoulders down, gaze up, palms touch. Hook your thumbs and elongate into your fingertips. Express with your belly in. You can begin to back bend. And gaze into your heart. Feel the top of your back foot ground. Inhale, heart is still high. And exhale, left elbow outside your right thigh. And so we're pretty stretched out. We're going to be really long in our lunge. Keep the twist, look down, tuck your back toes. And as you exhale, lift off your back knee and bring the weight into your toes. And so you feel your pelvis go forward. Nice and strong from your left thigh. Inhale, center. Bring your hands to the mat. Kick your right leg back, three-legged dog. Open your right hip, curl the heel into your bum. Right hand can walk back. Nice. Press the right hand into the mat. Focus on lifting your right knee a little higher with your left arm straight. Okay, our right foot is going to step outside our right hand to the top of the mat, all the way in front. Where does that leave your right arm? Behind your right knee. Pivot your back heel down. And tuck the shoulder in behind the knee. And then start to press down into your right hand. And work to straighten your right arm. Lift your front heel as you press through your back heel. Right on. And stay with your breath. And set your right heel back down. Soften your chin. And set your hands. Take a breath in. Hey, let's shorten our stance a little bit. Heel toe your left foot forward. Right shoulder is behind your right knee. Reach your right hand up by your bum and take your left hand back and then work for the clasp. Right? Staying low, slide your gaze forward. If you're not touching fingertips, you're just working the back of the hand around the bum and your left forearm behind your spine. And breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And then soften the chin, release the grip, and bring your hands in front. Pivot on your back toes and step back into your down dog pose. Awesome. Bring your big toes together, lift the heels up, and then outer edge of your left foot, side plank, and right arm up, right leg to the sky, and your right arm comes up and over your head. Point your right toes, and feel for 5, 4, 3, 2, legs together, square, right hand down to the ground, bend the arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog, feel it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. Breathe in through the nose and out. One more breath here. And set into your hands. Right foot down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Open your left hip. Curl the heel towards your bum. And he's so straight, so strong through your right arm. Slide your left hand back on the mat. And use your left hand and to drift your left knee a little bit higher. And connecting strength and through breath awareness and body and then peace to your mind. We're going to step your left foot all the way out in front of your left hand. Come around. That leaves your left shoulder behind your left knee. Pivot that back heel flat. And set your left hand beside and outside your left foot. Okay, and that leaves us in drawing in from your upper back to lift your front heel. Kick through your back heel firm to the ground. Any amount, this front heel lifting off the ground. Any amount. Come on, lift it up. Breathe into it. You should be sweating. And set your front heel down. Okay, shoulder behind the knee. Shorten your stance a little bit. Bring your back foot forward. Okay, left hand behind and outside your left hip. And then your right arm goes up and bring it behind your back. And then your fingertips clasp. We turn the gaze forward. We're in the front heel, less grip in the toes, and strong through your back leg. Feel the pose. And breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Steady gaze. That is a sensation right there. And then gaze down, soften the grip, and bring your hands back. Pivot, step back into your downward facing dog. And set your hands and free your mind. Big toes together, heels up. Outer edge of your right foot. And hips are lifting, left leg floats. And then reach your top arm all the way over. Point your left toes away from your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gaze and left hand down, pivot square. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Great job. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay with me. Step your left foot in between your hands. And lower your right knee down. And set your hips. We'll finish it. Full round. Reach your arms up, humble your chin. And shoulders away from your ears. Now lift your gaze up, watch your palms meet. And reach through your wrist, belly in, backward bend, ground the top of your right foot. So good. Gaze and hands to your heart and stay with your tall spine. Twist right elbow outside your left thigh. And hands in prayer, look down. Okay, we're all drawn out. Tuck your back toes. Lift off your right knee. Roll the weight into those back toes. And keep your heart lifting. If you got a deep clench In your outer hips, your piriformis, your glutes, work your inner thighs, belly in, and bring your gaze and hands down to the ground. Now, pivot your back heel down and walk both hands to the side edge of your mat, and you're in a wide-legged forward fold. If you have anything out in front of you, please remove it. Set it to the side. And you should be able to feel this pretty deep if your legs are wide. And set your hands back, and then work the top of your head down towards the ground, and setting up for your tripod. Elbows over your wrist, and use your outer hips. Point your 10 toes, and bring your legs together. It's going to get light, that's the point, right? And practice in breath, breathe through the resistance, and then why are we always so surprised when it gets light, right? Or when it gets a moment of ease. Keep breathing, contain in the posture through the breath and the exhale with your focus. And if you're ever feeling it in your neck, slowly make your way down. You don't want to sit with that. Okay, hands connected, strong through your upper back. Okay, start to spread your legs and softly root into your hands. Deeply bring your feet down. And then hands forward, press the head off the ground. And if you need to, hop your feet back onto the mat, little 4-point stance. And shoulders away from the ears, chin side to side. And so I'm mirroring you. So I'm going to put my right hand down. You put your left hand down. And then twist, reach the opposite arm up towards the ceiling. And draw your inner thighs back. And so we're meeting internal and external rotation in relation to our spine. You can bring it back. And I'm going to put my left hand down. You put your right hand down. And take the opposite arm up. We're working here. And breathing and getting all we can through the space. And the exhale. Ring it out. And bring both hands down onto the ground. So where does this practice start as far as pressing into a handstand? Well, set your hands under your shoulders, arms straight. Lift the heels off the mat. Okay, that's the first step. Press into your hands, draw in through your belly, lift your heels, and breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the heels back down. Take a breath in. Ooh. Hope you weren't holding your breath. You got it. Hands to your waist. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, rise to stand. Okay, so we can shorten the stance. Heel toe the feet in once or twice. And then I'm still mirroring you. So your left foot stays and turn your right toes out into the front of your mat. And hips draw back. And reach your right arm forward. And then take your hand down onto your shin, down onto your ankle. And then take your left arm up towards the sky. And sideways facing in our Utkatasana Trikonasana, straight leg triangle. Work through your top arm, head of your shoulder down into the socket. As you feel to your left heel, I can turn that thigh on, literally float up and rise back. Keep the arms out wide in the T, and then turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out. Pull your hips back, reach your left arm forward. Remember, I'm mirroring you, and then take your hand down onto your shin and down onto your ankle. And facing sideways. And work your balance. Slow down your exhale. And feel into your back heel. And press firmly, thigh engage. Reach up, float up. And rise back, arms in the T. Turn your left toes in. Inhale, reach your arms up. Don't think, just breathe. Exhale, dive through your midline and set your hands. Okay, work your press, elbows in, fingertips into the mat, heels up, hips over your shoulders, and take your legs up towards the sky. Breathe for 10. And slowly spread the legs and bring your feet down onto the ground if you went up. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, bow forward, fold, release the chin side to side. And great job. Walk your hands back to the top of your mat. And pivot square, step back into your downward facing dog. And together, inhale, forward plank. Exhale, bend, chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips and meet the deepest breath of your practice right here in downward facing dog. On your exhale breath, come down onto your knees, sit onto your heels, please. Hands to your lap, give your shoulders a roll back. And so your breath and the capability and through your breath awareness is increasing. Right. The strength is relatively the same. We're fine-tuning that process of connecting the breath through the body, and look at all we're getting out of it. And bring your right palm under your right knee, and then slide your left hand. I suppose if you have rings, pointy rings, take those off first, and then slide your hands under your knees. Keep your hips heavy. If your arms are all bent, and simply lifting the heart and working your arms straight will take you deeper into this feeling here for your wrists and for your forearms. You can let your chin settle down. Close your eyes. Breathe what's in your heart right now. Open the eyes if they're closed. Slide your right hand out and then slide your left hand out. Nice. Root your hands down onto the ground and you'll feel your hands. Draw your arms straight. Press down through the tops of the feet and pulse knees to chest. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the knees up. Slide the tops of the feet through. And slide the tops of the feet through. And slide all the way through onto your bum. Lie down onto your back. And grab onto your ankles as you set your feet flat. Okay, this means that your heels have to be close to your bum in order to hold on to your ankles. Okay, you want the hips heavy and the low back relatively flat. If your low back is popping up a bunch or your hips won't settle, then you can release your ankles. Right, setting this across the shoulders, make sure you got a nice tight grip. Hands onto your ankles, and then we're going to come into bridge pose holding on to the ankles, so hips lift, and then walk your shoulder blades in, and press the heels of your feet down, and then draw your pelvis up. Okay, again, if holding on to the ankles just isn't cutting it today, interlace the fingers beneath your bum, and we breathe. Nice. Belly in, slowly lower. The upper back, middle spine, and then let your hips settle and reach your arms up. We've made these arms quite long. Right? You should have a nice, good stick through your feet. The legs are awake. Hands beside your ears, setting up for wheel. Turn your middle fingers out. No slip in your grip. Press through your hands. Come to the top of your head. Elbows in, and then ground. And to extend through your spine, press up. Tuck the chin, elbows in, land on the upper back. And then middle spine, lower spine. Into your hips, let your knees in, and rest your hands onto your belly. As you exhale, heel toe your feet back together, big toes touch, and lift your feet so that your shins are parallel to the floor. And so you've got this nice box shape from your thighs into your shins. Roll your head, shoulders off the ground, reach your arms forward. And inhale, legs out, arms over your head. Exhale, knees to the chest, reach forward. Inhale, kick out, reach out. Exhale, knees to chest, and kick out. Knees to chest, let's go. Out, in. And the exhale draws the knees in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up, hands behind the knees. Rock and roll up and down the length of your spine. And feel your spine into your shoulders. Cross your right ankle, roll through your shins, plant the hands, shoot the legs back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And breathe to receive in your pigeon. No kick, left knee outside your left wrist. And then turn your left shin forward and guide your right knee back. And square your hips. And right toes pointed. And on your exhale, you can descend, forward fold, come down onto your elbows, and you can easily rest your forehead and onto your fist here. It can be a really nice way to go to deepen your breath. Just like I was talking about, never taking the breath off in your forward fold, and make deeper breaths here in this version of pigeon. And 3 more breaths, so it's about 1 minute in your pigeon pose. And at the end of your exhale, feel it, and come back up to your hands. You're floating in it now. Tuck your back toes and step back into your down dog. Left leg straight. Don't worry if you did in the other leg. All good. If you're with me, right knee to your right wrist. And settle the shin, back knee down. And then bring your front heel forward. And square your left hip level with your right. And the left toes pointed straight back, and then come down onto your forearms. And you can easily rest your forehead here. And give it a go. Deepen your breath in a pose like pigeon. Deepen your breath in a forward fold, because you never know when you're going to go from a forward fold and completely upside down. Get it? You never know. Take 3 deep breaths on this side of pigeon. And come back up to your hands, feel it. And tuck your back toes, exhale, and come on back into your down dog. Feel your right leg. Great job. On your next breath, go ahead and walk your feet forward, cross your legs, sit down onto your bum, and bring your legs around in front of you. Reach under, pull out the fleshy part of your bum. And flex your belly so your navel is drawing in, and take as much of the curve out of your spine. So if I'm lax, the spine is curving. Strong legs, ankles flexed, and take the curve out of the spine. Reach the arms straight up. A body should feel and look like an L here. And belly in as you hinge, come forward till your spine wants to round. Now see where your fingertips go. And beyond the feet, great. Onto your big toes, fine. Onto your ankles, onto your shins. Pull your heart forward. And then give yourself a draw. Elbows turned down. Paschimottanasana, active seated. Forward fold. We stay with our breath. Feels so good. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. Play a song, stay with your breath. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, release your feet, ankles or shins. Cross your legs. Comfortable seat, right shin in front of your left shin. And back of your forearms out in front of your knees or your shins. Use that as you guide the back of your heart up. Bring your thumb and index fingers to touch. Humble your chin. There's a nice space. And to feel the release across the shoulders and the base of the neck. You have drawn yourself in through a series and sequence of physical postures and to feel what you're feeling right now. And through a sequence of experiences far be it out of your control, and that is your life up to this point. And to be in this breath, and we can all breathe, and we can all breathe mindfully. And start to soften the edge of intensity. And feel the body respond as you begin to relax and to release the breath. And then slowly bring your palms together in front of your heart center. Bow your chin into your chest, please. Take your time here, moment to seal your practice, and when you're ready you can have some water, and then we'll turn around to lie down onto our back. So let's keep the head at the top of the mat, and so turn yourself all the way around first, and then lie yourself down onto your back. As you release to your back, release your legs straight. And arms long down by your sides, palms facing up. Make any adjustments if you need to. Holding on your skin and so that you can relax and completely ground yourself in the stillness of your practice today, Sunday afternoon. Go team, team yoga. Team life, team everybody. You really notice how this practice filters everything that was happening, everything that is happening, everything that's going to happen. In the nature of what we call flow, or the postures, the label of the class, you don't have to be in that and to continue to hover in your yogic state, in your connected state. I say flow physically, to any degree, once a day. Every day. We got an hour a day. And if not an hour, 45 minutes. If not 45, 30. If not 30, 20. If not 20, 10. Every day. A place where your mind can't make it up. And your mind's not in a position of figuring it out. Just open and free. And receive. It's a beautiful way to be in this day, connecting your breath in your body, having a practice, whatever that looks like. I thank you all for being on this path with us, and for practicing together, for moving together, and reaching out together. And so continue to share. Enjoy the rest of this day wherever you're practicing from. And look forward. We'll see you tomorrow. I believe Nicole is coming to you once again from Hawaii. So enjoy the practice tomorrow. I'll see you all on Tuesday. And have a beautiful day. Don't forget to rest and recover and hydrate, please. Thank you for sharing the practice. And your breath, of course. Namaste.